The Sailor Nation Sports Network would like to announce the first ever Pinnacle of Pride sponsor, the Sailor Classic. The Sailor Classic is a golf outing fundraiser created in 1990 and focuses on ways to enhance both the student athletes and the true fans' ability to experience all that Mona Shores has to offer. The Sailor Classic has provided a multitude of areas of financial support for athletics throughout the Mona Shores school system. In 2001, a foundation was created under the Sailor Classic to fund scholarships for qualifying student athletes. That fund has since grown to over $150,000 and has helped several students-athletes begin their college endeavors. The Sailor Classic is held every summer. For anyone interested in either becoming a sponsor in the Classic or simply participating, please see the Sailor Classic Facebook page for the most up-to-date information. Thank you, Sailor Classic, for your generosity and support of our Sailor Nation Sports Network as the very first Pinnacle of Pride sponsor. Sailor Nation Sports Network fans, now's your opportunity to become a sponsor. If you would like to get your name listed as an alumni or as a business and support this great thing we have going, please contact us on the Sailor Nation Sports Network group page. We'd be happy to list you and your business, or just you as an alumni, in support of these great opportunities for our young athletes. Don't forget that your sponsorship will also be rebroadcast anytime one of our programs goes on the Muskegon Channel 96 Government Access Channel. That's where it will be seen in its entirety every time we show you in our Sailor Nation Sports broadcast. Contact us today to get that sponsorship going.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sailor Nation Sports. We come to you live from Houseman Field in Grand Rapids, Michigan, my friend.
Yes, and this is such a historic field. I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of games that have been played over the years. It's a turf field. It's our first opportunity to play on turf yet this year. It's really cool. I love the press box. I love the field. It's good to be here in Grand Rapids.
Oh, it is. And OK Black Conference action here at Houseman Field, and we're at another early start again. It's another 5 o'clock start.
Yep. Out of an abundance of caution, obviously, with the triple E threat with the mosquitoes and everything else. I think this is probably going to start coming to a little bit of an end with the fact that we got these colder weather, that kind of stuff. So I'm sure that there'll be some.
And frost is just around the corner. They're in a frost warning way up north in the upper lower peninsula.
Winter's coming.
Winter's right around the corner.
Winter's coming.
Yeah, so Sailors come in with a record of 4-1. They only stumble to state-ranked Rockford. Again, conference action. And I was told a stat that was a little disheartening. Union hasn't won a game in over 5 years.
Oh, and it is very disheartening.
5 years since they've won a game. And that's got to be tough on kids. In fact, you were talking about it coming on, is that the heart that these kids have, knowing that the outcome, it probably won't be good.
It speaks volumes to the resiliency of the team, the school, the coaching staff, and these kids that it's obvious. You know, you're doing that. You love football. You come out, you're going to love football no matter what the outcome of the game. And, you hope for a win every now and then to kind of keep lighting that fire. That's for sure.
Yep. So Shores has won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. So Logan Heckma will be kicking off from the 40. Not much of a breeze. It's coming from the north just slightly. And we're live streaming it.
We are.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
We are full live stream, audio, video. Sailor Nation Sports, welcome aboard, and here we go. Little line drive kick. Bounces at the 10, goes into the end zone.
I got a unique little stat here. Now, we're looking out on the field, and the press box here is just gorgeous. Do you know what direction most football fields go?
Typically, they run north and south.
Right. Do you know which way we're going here, though?
I'm guessing if it's something unique, it's east and west.
Yes, it is. So Union will get the ball starting at the west end of Hausman Field. They'll be heading east.
My didactic reasoning that I put into play there it's amazing, isn't it?
Really, you're like a double-edged sword. Cannot get anything by you. So 1st and 10 ball is going to be marked at the 20-yard line. Red Hawks coming in without a win, and you just wonder what kind of motivation. How do you get the kids up all the time?
Well, and you go back, was it last week they had to forfeit against Reese Puffer?
Last week they had the forfeit. Unable to field a healthy team was
Correct.
the official stat here. Sailors in a 5-2 defense here. A little different wrinkle for Coach Chet and his defensive unit. Starting for defense tonight, Kobe Trovinger, Kyrie Hamill, Gary Humphrey, Cam Sobis, Kendra Pierce, Brady Rose, Jalen Hobson, Joey Cerner, Logan Heckma, Carson Merrihew, James Olson, and Trey Ward.
We were talking earlier about the makeup of the Shores team. A lot of the second string are going to be playing tonight, getting some field time, getting some game reps and some speed, which is appropriate for this game going deep into the season.
Gets around that outside. That's going to pick up maybe about a half a yard down. They're going to give him
24.
one on the carry. Ball carries number 24. Dwayne Smith, tackled by Rose, along with Jalen Hobson. Anybody? I got the eyes up here.
I know you do. I'll tell you what, I got the binoculars on. You're just grabbing them right off the field bionic eyes over here.
I've got you. Far away, I'm good. Up close, it's just not a pretty sight here.
Yeah, we're light again yet today. We're light Connor as well as Johnny. But we do have Kim and the eyes in the skies up top, and you and I here.
Absolutely. 3rd and 9 ball is going to be marked at about the 21. Quarterback scrambling. He's going to be tackled for a loss of about 2. It'll be 4th down. Quarterback is number 1 out there. That's Dion Farr. 10th grader. He's a sophomore. Union unable to field a sophomore team. Only had 7 kids come out for JV football. So they canceled the program and brought it up to the varsity. Want to welcome everybody watching us live stream, especially the firefighters back home in Norton Shores.
And we got lots of public safety people all over.
Yes, we do. But I'm just going to acknowledge the firefighters first, and we're going to work our way down there. Union back to punt. Nice punt. Going to take a little roll at the 45. Is it going to be? No, it's not going to be. Brady trying to attempt to get the ball, but backs off. So it'll be Sailors 1st and 10. It's going to be marked and about right at the 50-yard line.
So, Coach, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Knowing they haven't won in 5 years, obviously Shores is going to come in. They're going to try and win this game. Do you back off a little bit? I almost sense that maybe they're on the defensive side of the ball. It felt like they were backing off just a little, maybe not coming as hard at them. No. Do you do that? I don't think that's a good thing. Obviously.
No, you don't do that. It's an unfortunate situation for Union. But you got to play your game. It's not your job to stop yourself offensively. It's your job to stop them defensively. And what I see happen is just the opposite. Let's score as quickly as you can, as many times you can, and let's start getting some other players in quicker.
Well, that brings me out to my keys to success tonight. This is executing fundamentals, and really it's going to this is – I don't want to make it sound bad, but this is a scrimmage, if you will. This is an opportunity for us to hone in on some of those issues, play all the way through on this game like we were just talking about, and win this game injury-free. That is going to be a key.
Right. One concern, though, I have, base formation, twins to the top, twins to the bottom, is some teams sometimes play down to the opponent's level.
Correct.
And that's knowing that, we should do it, thinking beyond this to next week to Jennison, obviously.
Right. And that's fundamental football. Yeah. Regardless of what you do, you have to play fundamental football.
Andre Burks with the carry. He's filling in for the somewhat injured Fullback,
Trey Hatcher.
our boy Trey Hatcher. Got a little tweak in the leg, so it's a good time just to rest him. Andre, number 32, is going to get some reps, and that's good. Andre, the junior.
Like I said, I love this press box. We've got the statisticians right next to us.
Oh, I know.
Anytime we
And-
want to ask, so this is what we've been dreaming of. Is having
Oh, I
statisticians
know.
right
Yeah,
here.
we got to make sure that we recognize him. Andre Burks carrying the ball. Andre's going to get the first down and some bonus yardage. But yeah, just to have the stats, and I'm going to let you handle that aspect of it. But just not only but week by week stats, but for the whole year.
Right. Yep.
Howie giving us his stats, and his son's helping out here, so it's all good up here at Houseman. 9:32 counting down here in the first quarter. First and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 35-yard line. Boersma, the trigger man, trips to the left, split to the right. You know the nice thing about live stream, Boersma back to pass, looking across the middle, and thought there might be a flag for a little pushing. That ball was intended for, I'm going to think it was for number 8, Gary Humphreys, maybe. Yeah, okay, you're going to need binoculars here. That's way over there here.
That was number 8. That is correct.
Okay, he's got to turn a little bit more for you, doesn't he, to help you out. Turn number. Okay, there he goes. 8. 8 or not? 8 or no? It can't be.
Oh, 0.
0.
Who is 0? Is there a
0. We don't have a 0.
Maybe it's an 8. Maybe it's just a wrinkle.
It's an 8.
Looks like a wrinkle right in his jersey right there.
It's it's Gary Humphreys, number 8. He's wide receiver. All right, Rose in motion. Burks carrying the ball. Burks is going to get about 6. Now they're going to give him 5 on the carry.
So when we have run the ball so far on this possession, we've been able to get about 4 or 5 yards.
Oh, yeah.
What I would really like to see, and it feels as though it hasn't. Last week was a pretty good week for Caden Boersma. I'd love to see some development of some game speed connections going down the field. We're going to really need that going, especially into the last few games that we have. The next 2, Jenison at home, and then Muskegon right after that. Next week is homecoming for Mona Shores.
Boy, 2 big games back to back, and one may be truly both games would maybe affect the outcome of the OK Black.
True.
Muskegon's traveling to Jenison tonight.
Yep.
So first and 10 via the penalty. Ball's marked at the 25-yard line. Boersma back to pass. Wide open Hobson. Hobson's going to catch an easy touchdown and back into the end zone. So just what you asked. See, look at all you got to do is ask.
That's it.
All you got to do is ask, Joe, and they got it, buddy.
They did.
And the power that you wheel from the booth up here is just amazing.
Isn't it? I'll tell you.
Well,
I
you
wish
know,
I had that kind of power at work.
Well, you know what? I know who's got it here, and I'm just going to mind my P's and
That's
Q's.
you.
Yeah,
That's you. You're the one. You're the one that people recognize at Arby's.
No, stop.
Stop. Speaking of recognizing, my dentist, Dr. Tom Smith. A little shout out to you. Thanks for watching. The whole cast and crew there, the whole team of people that work there in the office are exceptional.
So
They are fans of ours, and I wanted to give him a shout out because I know he's a big
Dr.
fan,
Smith,
so.
thank you very much. But do we refer him as dentist to the pros?
He was telling me a story earlier today regarding his work on a very famous local talent, Justin Abdicator,
Right.
rather.
Right, so dentist to the pros, and the pro that you are to my left. Need I say
man, I'll
more?
tell you, it's getting deep
Look
in here
at
now.
that. Look at that. So the Sailors have scored, going up 7-0. Pass a connection from Boersma to Jalen Hobson.
Again, want to welcome all of our Sailor Nation sports fans watching tonight. We do have a few fans still trickling in here on the visitor side. It's always good to see the
And that's going to
crowd
be tough to
make
see how many can make it just because of the 5 o'clock start. And a lot of
Yeah,
people working at
yeah,
5
really,
o'clock.
It's hard to measure whether or not that's the team, the travel, or if it's the time. There's a lot of people working, like you said, till 5
Or
o'clock.
maybe it's just they want to listen to us really back home and watch us. Do you think? Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
No, okay. Heckema with the kick. Boy, there's a nice little foot right there. The ball's going to be bobbled at the 10-yard line, and
Flag
we've
back.
got a flag.
Looks like we're going
Probably
to
going to be a offsides on the Sailors. Somebody crossing just a bit too soon. Want to congratulate Coach Swanker and his freshman staff, improving their record to 4-2 after beating Grand Rapids Union at home yesterday afternoon. So, Coach Winkin, congratulations on another conference win.
And congratulations to you as well for a nice JV win.
Yeah.
At home.
At
That's
home,
the
first
big
time
thing,
in
I'll tell you.
5 weeks. God, we've had 5 games in a row on the road.
About
God,
this-
it seemed weird being at home, too.
What about this next week? Are you guys on the road again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't want to push a good thing,
You don't
too.
want to get used
In
to
fact, probably for the next 2 weeks we're on the road,
you
yeah.
know, being home once is probably enough for you to wear out your
Well, yeah, I'm going to see. There's athletic director Conrad over on the other side of the glass. Maybe, I don't know what it's going to cost to get more games next year. No, my goodness, God. Boy, when it rains, it pours for Union, right? Poor kid, they could have, if he wanted to touch it, they would have got it at the 35, but
Right.
it hits his legs and goes out of bounds. So be first and 10 for the Red Hawks. Ball is going to be marked at the 19-yard line.
And Erin, the hygienist that was working on my teeth this morning, she just said thanks for the shout out. She was watching and we were all
Erin,
talking. Thanks for watching again,
yeah,
Erin.
and
you're welcome.
And
Great dentist.
And not only thank you, but the $1 million smile on my boy to the left is just priceless. Let me tell you guys.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Not
you
much to work with, but let me
you are
tell
in
you,
rare
you produce a nice product, and
You
they've
are
made
in
him smile.
rare form tonight.
First and 10 ball is going to be at the 20-yard line. Red Hawks back to pass. It's going to be a little dump pass over to number 21, Quan Swan on the reception.
Shout out to my mom and my wife. They're watching. Again, they just wanted to let you know.
You know, I'm just going to just enjoy the ride here today with the family in the back. By the way, are we going to to the house afterwards for dinner? What's mom and wife cooking?
You know,
for
as
dinner?
much as they've joined us here, you're part of the family.
Yeah, I feel like I'm part of the family. I just kind of like the surrogate son that you know. Well, I would be the older brother really to you because of my age, my advanced age.
Age over beauty, right?
Yeah, jet motion. Going to be gain of about 4 yards on the carry, bring up a 3rd and 2. 20, the ball carrier. Keandre Anderson jogging off to the field. Quarterback number 1 is Dion Farr getting in the play. From the Brain Trust here at the sideline, it's 3rd and 2. Correction, ball's at the 28-yard line. You know, it's a nice night. God, second day in a row. Well, day and a half here of no rain. What a concept.
Yeah. Dry.
Fake jet given to the fullback, number 45.
Flag comes in from the defensive secondary.
Carbert fits, but there's a flag coming in.
Now, shout out to Andy O'Reilly, who's also watching. Sandiara Stoneburner, she's been a huge supporter of ours. Nice to see you guys all watching. You got Brian Byers. Love the broadcast. You guys are doing great. Coach D.
Well, thank you very much, Brian. Okay, so penalty is going to go. It's going to be declined. It'll be 4th and correction, 3rd and 2. No, 4th and 2. Yeah, it's 4th now. Yeah, 4th and 2 on the declined penalty. It's going to put the Red Hawks back in punt formation. Who's it? Rose and Hobson back to receive the punt. Boy, the wind has just died down now. There's not much wind going on out there.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. It's chilly. No wind is good.
Boy,
This is
nice
perfect
with
night.
the windows open. Low line drive to it. This could be returnable. Pick it up. Brady's going to pick it up. Fake to the right. He's going to go around to this left side. Rose is going to pick up a block, and it's probably going to come back, though. Rose makes one tackle. He's got a convoy heading down that left side. He's going to be run out of bounds at about the 21-yard line, but there's some laundry at the 48-yard line. So this one is probably coming back, blocking the back most likely.
Almost always a block in the back when you're coming from that side.
Yeah. And how many times have we
that's
seen
what it
this
was.
happen to Brady? Touchdown called back because of a penalty.
That poor
that's-
guy. I tell you, he's
that's
had so
special
many,
teams.
whether
stuff
it's
right there.
a holding penalty on a pass that he takes down the sideline or a great return, whatever it is. It's probably happened close to a half a dozen times yet this season.
I tell you what, I'm glad. The staff I got this year at the JV level is just first class, and Ryan Peasky, Officer Peasky, a sailor salute man on the North Shores. He's a detective. I got Mark Konechny, who works for you there. He's my special team coach for receiver, does one heck of a job. And I got a youngster, Trent Eckerly, helping out with the O-line and the D-line. So I'm blessed this year to have a nice staff, and we're doing well so far. We'll be testing next week on the road at Jenison. Borsma, a little bubble across. Who is that? Is that
Looks like 24.
tackled by number 24 for the Sailors, and he's not in the program.
No, not in the program.
So we don't know. Who's 24, guys? Who? Oh, Elijah Johnson. Okay. Oh, he's one of my players that they pulled up. I didn't even know what number he had. Yeah, he's probably one of the fastest kids on JV. Well, now he's a varsity. So Elijah getting some reps here. Boy, he would have been my starting fullback too. Boy, I'll tell you.
It's nice to have him up here getting some reps.
Oh, God, yes.
Again, we talk about that deep run into the season, getting those game
Now,
reps.
if you look over here, we had a 3-on-2 situation. Caden's going to carry the ball and get back to about the original line of scrimmage. We had trips over on the top side right there, but it was a 3-on-2 combination. Union failed to get somebody on the trip side over there, and I think Borsma was looking over there. I don't know if somebody ran the wrong route, but it was wide open.
You talk about Trey Hatcher taking a breather so far. Thanks to our stat guys over here to our right. He's got 744 net yards so far.
Rose on a little bubble off that right side. Rose is going to get the first down. Rose across the 40 down to about the 33-yard line.
That's 740.
Tackled by the Red Hawks on that far side of the field there.
744 net yards for Trayshawn Hatcher rushing.
Rushing? Wow. He's close to 1,000 yards.
He's doing very, very well.
Yeah, a couple more games, he might hit that 1,000-yard mark. Trips left, split right. Burks a long setback. Offside there. There's an encroachment on the Red Hawks. There's an easy 5 yards for the Sailors.
That was the second time that they were able to get him to jump.
Yeah. And it's not like, I think they dress 17, maybe 18 kids at the most. And there's just not a lot of depth there. Kid makes a mistake, kid gets hurt, and, it's tough. Brings up 1st and 5, balls marked at the 27. We're down to 4:23 and counting in this opening quarter. OK Black action coming to you from Grand Rapids, historic Houseman Field. Burks at the back. Cross there, across to number...
Looks like number 8 again.
Yep, Humphreys. Gary Humphreys on the reception on the slant across the middle. Going to bring up a 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 11-yard line. So Sailors in the red zone for the second time tonight, or this afternoon. God, that seems weird. This afternoon, tonight.
Yeah, I know,
sometime today,
Bill Clamfith from Lumberton, Texas, joining us saying go
Bill,
Sailors.
welcome.
Love some more shout-outs from wherever you're watching from. Let us know. We'll give you some love out here.
Bill, is that like deep in the heart of Texas, you think, maybe?
In the heart of Texas.
Yeah, deep in the heart right there. Burke shifting over from left to right. Borsma going to be back to pass. Looking for Hatcher. Nice catch by Brady Rose on the catch. Boy, that was nice little work right there. Nice catch by Brady. Nice ball, though, by Borsma. You think Borsma heard you?
He may have.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not sure what just happened. Oh, there we go. We're having a little camera issues down below with Kimmin.
Technical difficulties.
There we go.
Would that fall under the category
technical
of
difficulties?
Technical
We're
difficulties.
back up and running now. I'm not sure if it was a connection issue possibly
Do
downstairs.
you think maybe we were hacked by somebody?
It could be. The Iranians were hacking Microsoft stuff, so they're probably
PAT, Logan Heckma.
looking for Kimmin's camera.
The kick, it is good. So your score with 3:26 remaining here in the first quarter of action. OK Black Conference action. Your Sailors are up 14-0. Hey, we're going to let you take a break. Make sure you come right back.
Sailor Nation Sports Network fans, now's your opportunity to become a sponsor. If you would like to get your name listed as an alumni or as a business and support this great thing we have going, please contact us on the Sailor Nation Sports Network group page. We'd be happy to list you and your business, or just you as an alumni, in support of these great opportunities for our young athletes. Don't forget that your sponsorship will also be rebroadcast anytime one of our programs goes on the Muskegon Channel 96 Government Access Channel. That's where it will be seen in its entirety every time we show you in our Sailor Nation Sports broadcast. Contact us today to get that sponsorship going.
I want to welcome everyone back. Hope you had a quick break. 3:26 remaining here at Houseman's Field. The Sailors are up 14-0. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this ball is going to drop in there. It's going to give time for the Sailors to get down. And he's going to break the initial line. 21 is going to carry the ball all the way out to the 32. That's number 21, Keontae Swan.
A little bit of.
I wonder how they, we watched last week when DeKuyper was kicking off.
Correct.
Great foot. So why do you go back to Heckema now for this game, I wonder?
Well,
is it a side?
the only thing that I would guess is, do you give people some game reps on the various different primary and secondary things that? This is a great opportunity for Heckema to get some, stuff.
Yeah,
if you're
he's the
moving back and
senior
forth.
though, and DeKuyper's the junior. But yeah, and it just the philosophy, the thought on what they're doing and how they're doing. Because I thought DeKuyper had a great foot last week.
Well, let me ask you this: as a coach, would that make a difference if, depending on how they practice throughout the week?
Yeah, it could.
You determine
your I don't
your
know
kicker then?
how often. I'll tell you, at the JV level, we only practice just pregame. Oh, nice
Beautiful
block
defensive
right there. Humphreys going high against number 9 right there. Caleb Davis. Nice job there by Humphreys.
Well-timed jump, and he was able to just knock it right out of his hands.
You brought up a good question. We only have, Monday's offense, Tuesday's defense, Wednesday pregame, Thursday we got a game, so it's not like we have time, but we only really practice kicking off on Wednesday, so we got one kid that does it. Kemper Millis, he does a nice job, but here, you got the luxury, you got the football, and I'm not sure if DeKuyper plays soccer or not, but he's got a nice foot.
He does, well.
Does he play soccer?
Keegan is a goalie. He's a keeper.
Oh, is he really?
He's
Okay.
a very good keeper.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a good athlete. Okay, we got a flag. 21 is going to carry the ball. He's going to be
Holding
tackled
penalty
for a
over there.
loss there. That's Swan, but there's a flag on the play. Probably going to be declined with the loss. Coach Kozak on that far side declining it.
We're getting some information from Sean Baker, who is also in the public safety family of ours. She believes that Keegan may have gotten hurt in soccer, and that's why he may not be kicking today. So.
She's kind of like our football insider.
We have insiders.
Yes, we have
everywhere.
insider. Well,
thank
thank
Sean.
you so
I appreciate
very
it.
much. Yeah, no, and that's what I'm just saying is, why the change? Well, we may have gotten an answer in this.
And again, that goes back to what happens during the week, whether it's
Right,
an
exactly.
injury or
Right,
whether
yeah.
they're just not
Yeah.
feeling well, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's nice having the backup when you've got DeKuyper and then you've got Heckema that can just do a fantastic
Not sure
job
if
as well.
Mikey Meekoff is listening. Michael, a player on the JV team's come down with a little illness. Might have mono. We hope not, though. But
no.
that would be a huge loss. But, Michael, if you're listening, love you, mission, get better, buddy.
He was on there earlier, so.
Yeah. So we're going to have a timeout here on the field. Your score with 2:13 remaining in the first quarter. Sailors up 14-0. Hey, yes, you can take a quick break, but make sure you come right back.
Your Sailor Nation Eye in the Sky Tonight is Kim and Kodos from Impact Media Group. For any production needs that you may have, contact him at the listed email below.
Want to welcome everyone back. It is 3rd and 17. Ball on the far north hash here. Back to pass. The Redhawks going downfield there. It's going to be a little long. Could be picked off by Brady Rose. Brady at the 35-30. Across the 30 down to the 20. 10-5. Brady Rose inside the 5. Touchdown, Mona Shores. Brady Rose, 40-yard pass interception for an easy pick 6.
Well, that's exactly what you want. You talk about execution of everything, offense, defense, special teams. You want to be in position to make those plays, and that's exactly what Brady Rose did there. So,
well, not only did he make the play, but he sets up his blockers so nicely, kind of like Hatcher does, too.
I was just going to say, him, Hatcher, there's several of them that really do a good job of that.
It really is an art. Just, anybody can run north and south, but being able to set up your blockers, you see the hand come out, touch the back, and the whole 9 yards. It's just it really is a thing of beauty. Hatcher attempt at the PAT. Trovinger with the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So 2 minutes exactly in the first quarter. Sailors comfortably up 21-0. Hey, we're going to give you a chance for another break, but hustle right back because we don't want to have you miss a touchdown.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. For all Mona Shores athletic information, you can go to MonaShoresAthletics.com or find the Mona Shores Athletics page on Facebook.
And we're back. And if you've been gone for a little while, you missed a pick 6 by Brady Rose. Score 21-0. Sailors comfortably up here at historic Houseman Field. Heckema with the kick. Boy, he does have a nice little foot, too. A little coffin corner. Does that stay in bounds?
Well,
It's going to be picked up at about the 1 yard line, and he is just going to be.
That's a fumble. They called it.
There's a fumble, or are they calling him down?
They called him down.
They
The
get him
whistle
down.
was
He
blown
would have been
just
better
before
letting that ball go in. Because they're just making some uncharacteristic mistakes that you shouldn't be happening at this point in the season. But again, with the program, unfortunately, with the program that the state, that Union is right now, mistakes like that are going to be made.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so I got some text here. Listen to me here now.
Look at you.
Yeah, Mark Konechny, no mono for my boy, Mikey Meekoff. Michael says, Coach, love you too. Thank you. And also, Mr. Our boy back at the fire station's got a lot of insiders. He's kind of like our insider for the insiders.
Right.
Dick Kuiper might be at a soccer event, though. So multiple sources reporting back to us. Who knows?
All we know is that De Kuiper is not kicking.
Right. 21's going to carry the ball. He's going to break through across the 20 down to about the 25-yard line. It's going to gain of about 21 yards.
And we got a Sailor slow to get up.
For Swan.
And I'm looking to see, sounds like maybe Longmire by some of the coaching staff. Still have him down on the ground.
And rolling on his back right there. Yeah, so
it's gonna be,
Mikey Schuster from Mercy Sports Health out there to check on him. God, Mike's been around, I think this is his 4th year now, doing what he does and doing a great job.
Still trying to see who we've got down on the field there.
Because we've got a lot of different numbers out there now, so it's not.
He's going to get up here. And still can't.
And we're being blocked.
Of course we are.
Yes, we are. Mike, get out of the way.
Number 3. So
number 3 right there. That
Longmire.
is Longmire. The wounded sailor being escorted off the field right now.
Trey Ward's dad, sick in bed and unable to make the game tonight, was going to be here, but he can't. He's sick. Appreciates the feed. Says we're doing a great job. Hope you're feeling better.
Mr. Ward, hope you're feeling better. You should be very proud of your son. He's a good reflection on you and the family and Mona Shores community. So 1st and 10, that gain of 24. Well, it's going to put the ball at the 25-yard line. Twins to both sides. Lone setback. Quarterback going to roll out there. It's going to go downfield. This one could be picked as well. Brady Rose Get it? There's going to be a face mask right there that wasn't
down.
called. So Rose is going to get the ball. Rose is going to. Oh, he didn't see that kid coming from the backside. There's going to be a fumble.
Yep.
And the Red Hawks will get it back with a gain of about 6 yards.
After all that.
After all that, Brady with the pick, they missed the face mask down here at about the 45. The initial young man who the ball was intended for comes back, tackles Brady, and fumbles him. So gain of 6 on that play for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, he never saw him coming from his right side.
So that's making the statistician work on this one. Interception, fumble, pass, change of possession, the whole 9 yards.
I'm going to end up with carpal tunnel all
yeah,
in one play
boy,
over
oh
there.
boy. Yes, sir. Let's just keep quiet before he throws something at us. We're down to 41 seconds here left in this opening quarter.
There's a beautiful wrap
there it
tackle.
is. Elijah.
Yeah.
Elijah Johnson on the tackle coming from his corner position, the sophomore. Elijah can probably play the rest of the game, I would think. Get him some good reps. He's been up there.
And that was you're talking about tackling, and one of the things that we've had a few weeks that wrap and tackle has not been sometimes the greatest.
No, exactly.
That was a perfect example of what you need to do. You lower your head, you
yeah,
get down there,
lower
you
head,
wrap
cross
them up,
the body,
keep driving
across
forward.
the body. We've come to the end of the first quarter of action here. OK Black conference action here from historic Houseman Field. A rare 5 o'clock start. Your score at the end of one. It's 21-0 Mona Shores. We're back. Want to welcome everyone back. End of the first quarter, an action-filled first quarter. 2 passes by Bournemouth for touchdown and a pick 6 by Brady Rose brings us at 21-0. Union with the ball, but is going to be marked at the 35 yards. And after an interception by Brady, Brady runs it back, gets tackled from behind, fumbles the ball. Union gets it back for gains of 6. And now the quarterback's going to be tackled for a loss of about...
Another 7 yards, maybe?
Well, yeah. It's going to be 3rd and 16 now for the Red Hawks. Was it? Okay, so now it's 3rd and 20. God, just loving those statisticians are right and telling us what to do and what we're doing wrong, I'll tell you.
I was going to say 22-23 at least.
Yeah,
they're being generous with the 20 over there on the scoreboard.
3rd and 20 right now, they're saying.
So you
3rd and 25 now.
So you had mentioned last week about some realignment information.
Yes, I gave you some realignment. Oh, nice play right there on the jet. Tackled by number 8, Humphreys. No, is that 9, Sobish? Yeah, tackled by number 9, Kami Sobish, the senior. On the jet, read the jet, fired across, and blew it up nicely for a loss. So it'll be 4th and 26 according to here, the scoreboard. 4th and 31. I'm not going to argue with Team Bard over there.
No, Team Bard's got this.
Team Bard knows what they're doing. So
want to hand them They don't need the binoculars.
No, they don't. They have young eyes over there.
Yes, they do. They should be able to punt this out to the.
Nearly blocked by Heckma right in there. Hobson's going to carry the ball, break one way.
Watch it.
Eludes one tackler across the 40 down to the 35. Jalen Hobson still on his feet, breaks some more tackle. Hobson may go the distance. Hobson is going to score down that right side. Touchdown, Jalen Hobson, and there are no flags.
Wow, I'll tell you
well,
what.
I'll tell you what, if that's not on somebody's highlight reel.
We talk about fundamentals, and the fundamentals we talk about are just continuing to move your feet. I mean, you talk about every day, just keep moving. That was an example of why you do that. So,
not only that, but it's offense, defense, special teams.
Yep.
All scored now. Every aspect of the game now has contributed to a touchdown from Warner Short. 10 minutes exactly. Sailors on the board once again, going for the 28th point here in the first half. Who's that, 13? Braden with the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So exactly 10 minutes remaining here in the second quarter of action. Houseman Field. Score now. Sailors 28, the Red Hawks 0. Should we give them a break, or should we just sit here?
Let's take a break.
We're going to take a break. Hey, we're going to give you one thanks to Deputy Chief Joe Kanukin. So come on back right after that.
Sailor Nation Sports Network fans, now's your opportunity to become a sponsor. If you would like to get your name listed as an alumni or as a business and support this great thing we have going, please contact us on the Sailor Nation Sports Network group page. We'd be happy to list you and your business, or just you as an alumni, in support of these great opportunities for our young athletes. Don't forget that your sponsorship will also be rebroadcast anytime one of our programs goes on the Muskegon Channel 96 Government Access Channel. That's where it will be seen in its entirety every time we show you in our Sailor Nation Sports broadcast. Contact us today.
And this kickoff by Heckma is going to go down to about the 10-yard line, across the 20, 25, 30. Run out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So first and 10 Red Hawks ball is going to be marked the north side of Houseman Field at the 33-yard line.
So let's talk about this realignment. We started talking about it last week, found out that the information we were getting was not official. And now that we do have the official vote on the third time through, we have the list, and it's a pretty interesting one, quite honestly. I think, there's some additional opponents that are going to, be good for us to play against, and then some familiar ones as well.
Let's start with the red right here, because the red doesn't change that much other than just one team, and that's Jennison. Jennison goes from the black to the red, and, it's a good fit for Jennison. They're at the low end enrollment-wise at 1,400. But, God, you look at Rockford, how big Rockford is. They're almost 2,700 kids.
Yeah, and it really is an amazing amount of people. I didn't realize they had that many people in that school.
It's almost double the size, practically.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, you go to the white there. The white doesn't change too awfully much there, and we really don't play anyone in the white other than we may play Forest Hill Central in the playoffs this year. Red Hawks back to pass. He's going to be tackled and for a loss of about 5, 10, 9 yards possibly, for a loss of about 9.
Yep, looking about 9, 10 yards.
Yeah, about 9 yards. Here's going to bring up third and
Second. Oh, third.
Third and 19. Loss of 9. So third down, 19. Ball's going to be marked at the 24-yard line. We're down to 8:33 and counting, second quarter. So the white doesn't change too awfully much. No common opponents there that we played on a regular basis. Let's look at the green.
which is where we are going.
We are going to the green from the black.
Correct.
We were in the green a few years ago. Now we're...
And the black is eliminated, as I understand now, correct?
Correct.
No longer a black division.
I don't even think. I wonder. Yeah, I don't think. Gold, blue, silver. There is no black anymore.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that they had eliminated that.
Yeah.
So our familiar opponents, we got still Grand Rapids Union, we've got Reese Puffer, and we've got Muskegon.
Right.
Adding now for regular opponents, we have a Wyoming, which is an interesting one. I don't know a whole lot about Wyoming.
I don't either.
Team. Holland, and then Zeeland East and West.
Right. You know, all teams fairly close in proximity, other than the two that they brought over, but comparable in enrollment size to the rest. With Zeeland East being low man here. Union is 1,690 or about 1,700, but that's including the other schools that are feeder schools to it.
Punt is away down to the 50, bounces, takes bounce to the 42.
Jalen Hobson sending up his blocker. Jalen across the 40. Jalen's going to break it down to the 30. Jalen's got to come 20, 10, 5. Jalen Hobson dives into the end zone for another Sailor touchdown. And this is getting away from Union quite quickly here.
Yeah, look, there's no laundry on the field, which is another good thing. So the green is really an interesting change there. And then you have the gold.
Gold. No common opponents for us there, so we won't mention them. But the blue changes a little bit.
Spring Lake and Fruitport. Now, were they in different conferences last time?
Fruitport was with us in the black.
That's right. They were in the black.
Fruitport
That's correct.
was in with us
And the interesting thing about that is Spring Lake and Fruitport have been almost crosstown rivals. They're right next to each other forever. So it's really an interesting matchup in that
Hackma
conference.
with the kick. It's up, and it's good. So your Sailors are in running clock mode, but that will not kick into the second half. Your Sailors up comfortably, 35-0. We're going to take another break, and we'll be right back.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. For all Mona Shores athletic information, you can go to monashoresathletics.com or find the Mona Shores Athletics page on Facebook.
Nothing. Running clock, second half, and we want to welcome everybody out in Sailor Nation Sports to Houseman Field. Joe Kanukin, Kim and Kotis up top, the vision that he is, the man, the eye in the sky. And I'm Nick Davros. Want to welcome everybody again. Hope you're enjoying the telecast. And it's a live video stream.
That's right. The way we love doing it, that's for sure. Little shout out to Mick Holman, the swim coach. Just get some information out there. The Lady Turtles are still undefeated. High school girls co-op swim team 6-0. Saturday at Ottawa Hills Invitational. Next Thursday home versus Wayland, 6 p.m. So
the Lady Turtles. That's what
they call them the Turtles. Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Do you wear many hats? Again, see, you cease to impress me each and every day.
Well, I'm impressive.
You are very, and I'm not bragging, am I? I'm just really impressive.
I'm only impressive due to being able to sit next to you.
Well,
is what
you're
I was going to say.
Sir. 1st and 10. The mix up in the backfield. Quarters are going to keep the ball around this left side. He's going to backtrack around, do a 360, and going to be thrown out of bounds by number 9 there.
That was an oops.
Kami Sobish. You just got to wonder sometimes, you know. I just, you know, you hate to beat a dead horse to the ground, but man, what do you tell your kids at halftime when you're down 35-0? You know, you're down 35, and it's not like,
and not that you're just
like
down 35-0. You haven't won a game in 5 years.
5 years you haven't won a game.
And again, I love the fact that they're able to field a team. They're
Yeah.
able to come out here, aside from last week because of not being able to field a healthy team. They're out here every single year, and they're doing this, and they're still playing football. A testament to the resiliency of the players and certainly the resiliency of the coaching staff to be able to get them to do it.
Yep. There's going to be a fumble on the play on that band on the mesh there to hand off from quarterback to fullback.
I look at it from a standpoint of execution. We talked about one of the fundamentals, the key to success, is the execution of the fundamentals. And the handoff, the mesh that you refer to quite often, is shaky at best watching the Redhawks. How much practice? I mean, obviously they're afforded the same amount of time of practice that every other high school football team is. It almost views to me that they don't have as much cohesiveness. Athleticism obviously is probably lacking comparatively to people like us and Muskegon and that kind of stuff.
Look down there on the field. Now, there's 11 people for them, right?
Correct.
How many do you see on the sideline?
Oh, but you got five
Right.
more people, yeah.
Right. You got to find. You can't do a full scrimmage ever against yourself.
True. Yeah,
you can
you're
only,
right.
at best, do half line football.
And when you don't have a JV team.
And when you don't have a
even
JV
practice
team.
against.
Right. And you're not going to go against freshmen. And the freshmen only had 16 kids.
Right.
And they didn't even have the basic of fundamentals. And it's a tough situation. So what do? You go half line. We're going to run all of our plays right. This is what we go. Well, that doesn't really give you an accurate picture half line because you got backside linebackers, backside corners coming up. What do you do?
Doesn't matter how much film you have on the opposite side. Of
right.
the ball.
You can have all the film and all the technology. Well, if you don't physically have the body to do it, you can't do it.
Right. Almost blocked there.
Almost blocked by Heckman there. There's Isaiah. There's going to be a flag. Oh, he's a 10th grader, too. He's one of my boys. He would have been starting at fullback for me.
Flag on the play is at the 35-yard line.
I haven't had him all year. No, they brought him up right away. What's that flag? Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking here. I'm sorry. I was
Feel
talking.
free to talk. Just shut
Well,
your microphone
he
off.
asked me a question. I'm going to listen. We're
listen.
going to be doing a baseball game, all right?
If-
Whatever this man wants,
Honestly,
he's going to get
I
right
think
here. Okay.
What we could do at halftime is we could probably interview these Bard guys and have.
Oh,
them
why don't we
over, and
do
that's a
that? We're
really
going to
good
interview.
opportunity.
So you got to stop talking to me right now, okay? All right. But anyways, Elijah Johnson was brought up immediately, and it was really a depth issue for the varsity, okay? Especially in the beginning of the season where Caden was hurt for the first game. Brady was quarterback. Well, Elijah's corner and slot. So, and he may be the second fastest kid in the program.
And
This
it's good
kid
to
has
see
just got
because you
wheels.
talk about the history and development of the program collectively, all the way up through the varsity, team. That is what our future looks like. That speed, that capability, and I love what we see down there in the JV. You guys are making it happen.
Well, we are. We're and I'm blessed with a group. Not a lot of us, so we're the mighty 20, and it's a good thing, and we're playing good. And I can't thank my staff enough. Athletic Director Conrad and Matt Koziak, head coach, allowing us to have the staff. And I tell you what, it was a different feeling last night when our first home game, and every varsity coach was on the sideline, and they were chirping, and it was nice to have them there to to get input. And,
Sure.
and our kids played well. I was happy with it. I was very disappointed though in the penalties. We were sloppy, just little stuff that against a good team is going to come back and haunt you, and you may not be able to pull it out. And our kids played well and without injuries, so that was a good thing. Next week we're on the road at Jenison, and last year we tied them 14-14, so it's kind of like a little mini redemption tour for us. And we're in the thick of the conference championship, undefeated. We're in first place right now, and we got Muskegon waiting in the looms. They rallied to beat Jenison last night down there, 40-34, coming from behind. They were down by 20, so I'll be breaking down film this weekend and to see what we can do, if we can find a chink in their armor and maybe pull out another victory for us.
Well, that's what you guys do. Good coaches.
Well, thank you. I
What's
appreciate
wrong-
it.
what's up with that special teams though? There's a little bit.
You had to bring up the special team.
We'll talk about that later. How
We'll
about-
talk about that special team later. But you know what? Our punt rush, we blocked it, and we got there. So my special teams coach right there did a great job on that one.
Great job.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 45-yard line. Brady Rose in motion. Borsman going to keep the ball on a rare take. Borsman picks up about 2 yards on the carry. Just kind of wonder how long you're going to keep Borsman at quarterback, because the situation here is you don't have a third-string quarterback.
I was just going to say, it's Brady Rose would be your second
Brady Rose
string,
would be your second.
but he's on there anyway. So, I mean, are you safer against the team that you have right now? I think you're probably safer keeping Caden as the quarterback. He's very well protected by that offensive line.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, you start handing the ball off a lot.
Well, you hand it off to Andre Burks, going to go down to the 20, 10, 5. Is that Andre? Yeah, that's Andre Burks
sure
for
is.
the touchdown. Goes 57 yards for the touchdown. So, yeah, you don't let Caden maybe carry the ball anymore. You can, dink and dunk it in. And,
yep, that's exactly what you do.
Just give it to Andre Burks to go 57 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, but again, you got to run, conservative plays that are going to give you the best chance at overall health at the end of this game. That was one of the keys to success, is to get out of this with a win and stay healthy.
And stay healthy. That's the key here. And you got to believe, at least I would think, come second half, you won't see the number one offense other than maybe Caden. I just don't know if you can put Brady in there as multifaceted as, we call him like a little Swiss Army knife. He does a ton for you. I mean, absolute a ton to kick us up, and no good. There's a flag, so we're going to get roughing the kicker on, there it is right there, roughing the kicker on Union. So the Sailors will get another. The question is now, do you go for 2 or do you go for the 1?
Yeah, I think I would work on that kicking game just to continue to get the reps. And the first string, honestly, another coaching question for you, Coach.
Okay.
So
is this kind of like Ask the Coach?
This is Ask the Coach 101.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So when you're at a game like this where you have the opportunity to get some of that playing time in there for your second, third string, do you find that there is an advantage to mixing them in with the first string so that they get the same speed and the same associated play with them, or do you bring in a full second string, full third string?
I'll answer that in a minute. The PAT is good. Makes the score 42-0. Running clock now in effect. So this will probably be the end of the half, I would think. It'll be running clock second half. So I tell you what, can I answer the question at halftime?
Yes.
So let's
halftime,
finish this up because there's 2 schools of thought for that, at least in how I've coached.
Well, and I think it'll be a
years.
great second half worth of conversation.
Well, thank you very much. But before we answer that question, we got to interview some baseball, okay?
We'll do that.
I mean, it's like Grapefruit League talk here during football season. I mean, I don't know if I could have said it any better.
Grapefruit League. I like that.
The Grapefruit League here. Okay, 6 seconds. So we probably won't get a kickoff here. I don't know why we would even try to attempt here. And that is halftime. We are at halftime. Here at historic Houseman Field, it's OK Black Conference action football at its very best. Your Sailors have traveled east for about 40 miles to play the Red Hawks of Grand Rapids Union. Your score, we're going to give you just a couple of minutes to take a quick break. Then we're going to interview some baseball people, and I'm going to let you do the interview.
I've been doing a lot of the interviews. Why don't you do this?
Okay, I'll embarrass myself a little bit not knowing that. So your score at halftime, it's Morning Shores 42, the Red Hawks 0. Take a break and come on right back. welcome everyone back. It's halftime here at Houseman Field. Your score, Mona Shores 42, the Red Hawks 0. Hey, we got a special treat here. We are having Brandon Bard, head baseball coach at Mona Shores. His family is very active in the Mona Shores athletic family here. And family is doing the stats for the game. But we want to talk about some Shores baseball. Buddy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
God, listen, it's an honor. So 5 years at the helm.
5 years, man. It seems like just yesterday we started, and now we're starting year 5. It goes by quick, man. Time does fly.
When did you graduate from?
2003.
2000. Oh, you're a baby, dear God.
Just
compared
turned
to
35.
Good for you. And baseball has been in the family forever, I take it?
Yep, man. I remember basically from the day we could walk, that's all we did, and we had baseball field built in the backyard with, home plate and everything, and that's
Kind of
all
like
we
a
did.
Field of Dreams situation.
Right.
Wow. So who instilled baseball in you? Let me guess. Like, the guy way over to the right?
The guy down to the right.
The guy down to the right here. Look at him smile right there. The pride and joy of the family.
That's right.
Right there. So tell us a little about Mona Shores baseball.
It was a pleasure taking over from Walt.
Yeah.
Walt did a great
Got
job.
the Hall of Famer, too.
Yeah,
I mean, you're
absolutely.
just not an average coach.
No, it's some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, it takes a while to kind of get things going the way that we wanted to, and, kind of instilling the culture that we want to have and doing the things that we want to do. And this will be our 3rd year taking our spring trip to Florida for spring break this year.
Really? You guys do that?
Yep, this will be our 3rd year going down there for that. And
Where do you go in Florida?
we go to Pensacola, Florida, and actually the MHSAA just passed a ruling this year that we will be able to play games down in Florida for the first time, actually just scrimmages.
Right.
But it's a huge step in the right direction to allow our kids to go down there and play games against other teams. So basically what we've done the last 3 years is we've done inter-squad World Series down there. We've played against each other a handful of times and kind of had an inter-squad World Series. And so this will be the first time that we actually get to go down and scrimmage against other teams while we're down there. So make the whole trip extremely worthwhile. So we're looking forward to that.
How do you fundraise for it? What do you do? Unless you got people with deep pockets that pony up some stuff for you here, big fella?
It's expensive, but it's not ridiculously expensive.
Okay.
So the trip starts out at about $700 per kid, and we do our best to fundraise close to half of that.
Oh, that's not bad.
So no, it all inclusive for the kids when we go down there. We rent a charter bus, so we ride down as a team.
Good. Well, I was going to ask, for safety, how do you get down there?
Yep. Well, for liability reasons, that
Yep.
makes it the best. And then
Sure.
we have a house that sleeps 37 people, so we all stay in under one roof and kind of try and get a lot of team chemistry out of it for the whole week that we're
Absolutely.
down there.
Absolutely.
So that'll be big for us this year, too.
Now, is it just the varsity team that goes down, or is it the lower levels as well, or is it anybody that can afford to go down?
For now, it's the varsity with
Good.
we add some kids to
Some junior varsity kids that you think might help?
Yeah, in the past, like I said, we go down and we inter-squad, so we got to make sure we got at least 18 to 20 kids so we can compete against each other. Now this year we may not need to have quite as many with being able to play opposing teams down there.
Right, I got you.
But yeah, in the past we've had a handful of JV kids that have gone with us each year as well.
Wow, that's really exciting. And I bet in spring in Michigan sometimes it's got to be god awful. And I feel for you, like last spring was horrible.
Yeah, and what's been crazy the last 2 years is we've actually been able to play our games prior to spring break. But once we've gotten back from spring break, we've got dumped on with snow and
No, right, exactly.
back-to-back years. So we're canceling games post-spring break. So you just never know. Maybe
Right.
you could stay up here and play. And so that's what we go down there and we get guaranteed we're going to get 5-6 days of practice and scrimmaging in. So it's huge for us.
It's priceless.
Yeah.
It's absolutely priceless.
Yeah.
You can't go inside and anything like that. No. Who's on your staff?
It's a family affair. My brother Andrew, my dad have been with me each year that we've been here since the start.
Why am I not surprised it's like a family monopoly going on at Mona Shores? But go ahead. That's
Yep.
okay.
And then one of my former players when I was coaching at Aquinas, Brendan Penny, is going to be our pitching coach this year. So I'm excited to add him to our staff and really looking forward to it.
Do you have and you have JV baseball as well?
Yep.
And who coaches that up for you?
Right now, our JV baseball program's coached
The
by
family can't be that big. No.
we're not
okay.
that
I wasn't
deep.
going to bring mom and grandma and her uncle out here.
Grandma probably could. She'd love to run that down there. But no, this will be the second season for Warren Kent as our as our JV
Okay,
coach.
good.
So we're happy to have Warren, and our freshman job is currently open. Freshman coach Austin Curtis was with us for 2 years, and he accepted another full-time position elsewhere. So I wish him the best, and that's currently
All
open.
right. We got to break this up, but let's get you one more time again during the course of the season.
Yeah, that sounds
All
great.
right, Brandon.
Yeah,
thank you
thanks for
very
having
much.
me.
Brandon Bard, head baseball coach at Mona Shores. He'll be starting his 5th season there, and we want to wish him back. And we're going to get some games in there definitely this spring over there because they got a great press box, and looking forward to that. And we are going to stay here. The halftime has come to end. The score is 42-0. Hey, I want to let everybody know now it's going to be a much faster second half because don't worry, Bob. I got you, dog. Don't you? Just relax, Bob. That's Bob Farr over there, longtime coach here at Union. He and I go back. God, I started coaching at Muskegon in 1979 to 98, and Bob was head JV coach, and we had many battles back and forth over about 30-year span. Bob and I go back, and Bob's a very dear friend. Look forward to seeing him each and every year. But it's going to be a running clock, so it's only going to stop due to an injury, pretty much.
Or a timeout or score.
Or a timeout. And I can't imagine anybody calling a time on the Shores end.
Sure, right.
And I really can't see Union, calling timeout. I'm sure they want to get out here as quickly as they can, regroup for another week. And the next thing is Sailors won the toss, deferred, so they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
If this is any indication as to what they did in the first half, this could be a returnable ball and go all the way.
And
they have been very
right.
good on those kick
and,
returns.
And special teams, and my special team, Mark Kennedy does a great job.
Give in your
Mark,
menu.
We were just teasing you. Mark Kanukin, God, I get that just kills me when you guys every time.
All right, Kim, you still have your menu on there. If you can go ahead and clear that off of there.
And we're underway here. So Squibber going to go down to the 15-yard line. That's Isaiah Johnson going to get the ball across the 30, down to the 40, across the 50. Isaiah's going to cut through down to the 40. Isaiah's down deep into Sailor. That's exactly why he's not on the JV staff right there. That's exactly why
he's not playing.
He's not playing JV football right now. And if he was, my life would be a little easier. But he's not.
Well, I mean, you can't complain. You just won 42 to 6 or something.
I know, but we're
42
going
to
to
7.
be testing the next 2 weeks. But good for Coach Kozak. I wish him. You know what? I wish Elijah absolutely the very best. And Coach Kozak's doing the right thing. You need depth, and we're a feeder program to the varsity.
Sure. Kim, and we still have your menu on too.
And so that's good. So it's going to be 1st and 10. The question is, who's at quarterback? And it's going to be Brady Rose will be at quarterback. We were just talking about that a little bit. So Brady's going to get some rest, but I can't imagine you're going to see Brady running a lot. There's going to be a toss there along that left side, the 30, down to the 25.
Downfield.
10. It's going to be run out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. That's number
Elijah
21
Farnham.
for the Sailors. That's Elijah Farnham carrying the ball, 21.
That's good. And again, we talk about executing the fundamentals. When you have a pitch out that way, a sweep around, you've got to get the blocking down the field. And we did have a penalty on that.
Ball's going to be brought back. It's going to be a hold. It's going to be a hold. Ball brought back to about the 30-yard line. Will be 2nd down and 8 for the Sailors. Brady Rose at quarterback. Andre Burks is at fullback for tonight's game. I want to welcome everybody from Sailor Nation North. We're pleased to bring this game to you via the virtual world. And not only are we audio, but we are video, as my friend says.
That's right. We are live and in charge. Wide open, number 12.
Down to 10. He's going to be run out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
Camden
Briggs on the reception. Some new names, and that's great.
Yep, that's great.
It's just great right there where some new people coming in. Running clock scenario here. Sailors company up 42-0.
Some more shout-outs out there. Gerard Jemerson down in Arkansas. We got Diane Topping. She is actually out of town in Memphis on a little girls' excursion with her daughter and I believe her sister. So she's still tuning in, even
Pretty
down
much
in
hit the
Memphis.
southeast part of the country this game, it looks like, huh?
That's right.
Arkansas and stuff like that. Okay, well, that's good. Second down, first and goal, balls at the 5-yard line, 9-10 counting down. Double tight end situation for the Sailors out of the reverse wishbone. That's 54.
Rumbling, bumbling, Blake Buster.
Blake Buster. And
in for a
Coach
TD.
Kozak has done that every year that I have been with him in a blowout win, that he will put a lineman in. Primarily, it's a senior lineman.
Yeah, that's great.
And Blake just got his first touchdown of his career, probably.
That's true. Give it to him.
And you know, Mama B is happy. And
I'll tell you what, the greatest thing about that is he wrapped that ball up, and it looked like he was running
like
slow motion.
You know,
it
like
was so
nobody's
good.
going to take that
it
away
was so
from
good.
you.
Todd Schweer watching from his tree stand. Got to acknowledge that it's October
Stop
and there's
it.
got to be a
What's
lot
that?
of people.
From a tree stand?
From the tree stand, yeah.
Exactly why Sailor Nation Sport
Yep,
was developed by Joe Kanukin and the visionary
Cliff
Kim
Rundell
Kotis.
is at home. He's saying
Now,
hello
Cliff
to us.
is a regular.
Watching with his new granddaughter.
Cliff, congratulations. Enjoy and love that little baby granddaughter of yours. Congratulations, Cliff. Very proud of you, buddy. I, too, am a grandfather
Yes.
of a little daughter,
Yes.
Nicholas, my little granddaughter, Caitlin. Going to be heading down there for Christmas break for about a week. Will be fun.
It'll probably be warmer down there at that time.
Yes, it will. It's too warm right now. I was telling you, it was 98
Man,
the other day
yeah,
with a
yeah.
high heat index of 110. Want to welcome everybody back. Sailors up 48-0, 7:58.
Got a
Yeah.
Red Hawk down in the end zone there. I did not notice that earlier.
No,
just
we
until
didn't notice
now.
it either. So the clock is still running for an injury timeout. So we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break. You want to take
Yeah,
a
we
break?
can take a break.
All right, we're going to take a break for this medical injury and the fire on the north side there of historic Houseman Field. Your score, 48-0.
Sailor Nation Sports Network fans, now's your opportunity to become a sponsor. If you would like to get your name listed as an alumni or as a business and support this great thing we have going, please contact us on the Sailor Nation Sports Network group page. We'd be happy to list you and your business, or just you as an alumni, in support of these great opportunities for our young athletes. Don't forget that your sponsorship will also be rebroadcast anytime one of our programs goes on the Muskegon Channel 96 Government Access Channel. That's where it will be seen in its entirety every time we show you in our Sailor Nation Sports broadcast. Contact us today to get that sponsorship going.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back, everybody. We did have an injury, and I can't say it's an injury timeout because the clock didn't stop, which is unusual. But it, probably union requesting that the clock just keep going to get the game done faster. So PAT is coming up.
That was number 80, Jacoby McNeil. That was down.
Okay.
Off on his own power,
Pack
which
him
is
up
good.
with the kick. It's up. It is good. So your Sailors in the running clock mode up 49-0. Take a quick timeout. Get something to drink, get something to eat, and then come on back because we got about another quarter and a half left.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
We're back at the historic Houseman Field here in Grand Rapids. You know, back in the day, when I first started coaching, there were only 2 public football fields in the city of Grand Rapids.
And this was one of them.
Houseman was one, and one of the parochial schools, one of the parochial schools had a football stadium. There were no other. So when I was at Muskegon, we would play a lot of Saturday games here. JVs would be like, I was telling Matt, I brought a JV team over here. We played at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So we were up at 5, team breakfast at Hackley Stadium, and I brought my team over here to play the game, Varsity, right afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah, so now there, a few more stadiums.
Now, again, as far as Houseman Fields go, this is a Grand Rapids public school facility. Who plays here
No,
besides
it's not a
Union?
public school facility. It's a city field that the public schools use.
Okay. Do any other teams use? Who uses
Well,
it?
Ottawa Hills uses it.
Okay.
Union uses it. Grand Rapids Catholic Central has their own. South Christian has their own. Grand Rapids Christian has their own. So probably just Union and Ottawa Hills, because Ottawa Hills doesn't have their own.
They do quite a few of the playoff games here.
Yeah,
as well.
playoff game, because it's a nice neutral site, centrally located, access off. And it was a little history for you, because I'm going to wow you with some history.
I love it when you wow.
I know that. Rededicated in 2009.
Which is when they did their turf.
Yeah,
That's
right.
correct.
So, and this is the second turf that they've
You
had.
you saw that walking in.
You dog. Here I thought I had something on you.
Yeah.
Good for you, touche. Second down 11, ball's going to be at the 26. Double wing formation, lone fullback for the Red Hawks. It's going to be straight dive. I just can't imagine you're going to see any passes. I mean, he's thrown, 3, 2 have been picked, one for a touchdown.
Why not? I mean, at this point, why you try some stuff? Maybe some little dink and dunk passes, that kind of stuff. Try to get something.
You know what? And no negative attention to. I just think they're that limited. They can't.
Yeah.
I honestly, I was talking to my friend Bob Farr. And you and I talked about how do you run a practice, and he said the same thing I do. You run everything to the right, you run everything to the left, you throw everything to the right, you're limited what you can do. You literally are limited.
Well, I tell you what, again, I've done it before. I do it again. Give them kudos to being out there fielding a team. That's really
absolutely right. There's people blocking that are missing blocks, and it's just tough. And imagine if you're not a starter on a group of 17 kids, it's tough.
Right.
And my heart, for these guys to be coaching down here, they got to have hearts of gold. They just have got to be special cut.
So going back to what we started to talk about before the half, and getting your second string in there,
So,
it's 2 schools of thought as far as how you get them in there.
Do you wholesale everybody in at one time, or do you slowly, one by one, couple kids in at a time?
And the reason I ask that is if you are the next man up, for example, you're going deep into the playoffs, that kind of stuff, injuries, whatnot, you're going to be playing with those other starters on the line or in the backfield, whatever it may be. So tell me the 2 schools of thought.
Historically speaking, pass downfield here, there's going to be a flag, pass interference. And that's a tough call. He was going for the ball right there. That's number 21, Elijah Farnham. 2 schools of thought. Number 1 is I've often slowly start substituting for the reason you just said. Intermix a non-starter with a starter so they can get acclimated to game speed, because the speed is totally different once you wholesale everybody in, number
absolutely.
1. So you can do it that way.
Well,
if you're deep, if your second unit's really deep and they're tight and you've got enough of them, absolutely you can go wholesale everybody in at times. But historically, most schools, I think, and we do that at Shores now for the last couple games that we've been able to rack up some points, is you start substituting little by little. Eventually, 2 two, 1, 2, maybe 3 in at a time if you can.
Well, and again, it's one of the other parts that develops with working them in with the other first string is that cohesiveness. If you're only developing cohesiveness with that second string, you're never going to have that as you continue to go forward.
We've come to the end of the third quarter of action here at Houseman Field, and I hope you don't mind us just kind of diversifying our talk a little bit. The game completely out of hand. Sailors up 49-0. Take a quick break and join us for the fourth and final quarter.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. For all Mona Shores athletic information, you can go to monashoresathletics.com or find the Mona Shores Athletics page on Facebook.
Welcome back, everybody. Fourth and final quarter, OK Black Conference action. And gosh, next year at this time, we won't be saying OK Black, will we?
We will be saying OK Green,
OK
and that's going
Green.
to be very
the
difficult
reinvented OK Green.
That's right.
First and 10 ball at the 46. Union Redhawks with the ball. A lot of different people in right here. That's Andre Burks coming in from his linebacker spot, missing a tackle. He's going to be tackled for a gain of about 1. It'll be second down and 9. So back to it, two schools of thought. Partial, like you said, to integrate second unit with third to get game speed, or you can wholesale if you're deep enough and game is well out of hand, though, too, like this game right here. But Sailors, I noticed, little by little, integrate. You probably don't have any. I wouldn't think, and I would hope that you don't have any starters, and you don't right now at this point.
Right. And
game well in hand.
Again, there's the other school of thought, especially when you're playing right now, trying to secure your spot for the playoffs, everything else. You want to minimize your chances of this win developing in any injuries with your starters.
Right. And that's a dilemma Matt Korziat had now is who goes in at quarterback. Well, he's not 3 deep, so he's going with Brady Rose, two schools of thought right there. But I wouldn't think you would see Brady carry the ball much. I don't think you're going to see Brady throw the ball at all.
So you know this team better than I do as far as depth.
Uh-huh.
We know that Caden is number 1, Brady's number 2.
Right.
If you are in a pinch right now with that squad that you have, who's coming in at number 3?
Mark Konechny.
Well, he's not here today.
Oh.
I'm talking about
I
right
thought in the
now.
future.
I'm not talking about the future. I'm talking if you had to go 3 deep right now. Who you know that squad looking at it? Who do you have on there that you'd be able to at least manage?
Trovinger, probably Kobe Trovinger.
I was wondering if Trovinger would be the one.
I think Kobe Trovinger would be the one that you would go with at this point because you're not going to go with Hatcher and Longmire. No, I think he would go with Trovinger. Yeah,
just an interesting thought, you know.
Yeah,
obviously traveling.
I hadn't thought about if you have to go 3
if
deep.
You've got to go 3, and we've been there. We were there in the playoffs. The first time we went to the playoffs.
In the semifinal, and
we were 3 deep.
Yeah, we were 3 deep.
So, just thinking about it from that standpoint, you hope you never get to that. Who do you go to?
Yeah,
so
right.
He's got to have somebody that's developed.
Well, you're right. Not only that, but let's just say, God, I don't even want to think this, but let's just say Boersma goes down for a couple games. Who's going to be your third, right? Do I lose mine? Well, most likely at this point of the season, you would.
Yeah, you would.
Right, I've got a backup, and he's a good backup. And, wow. Well, let's project. You got me thinking now. Next year from now, you're graduating a bunch of kids, but I tell you what, the juniors are good. We're going to send a really good JV team up to it, and they're going to be deep at line. They're going to be really deep at linemen next year. They're going to have, they might be 3 deep in some area next year on the O-line and D-line. So on that 4th and 14 play, it goes for naught. In fact, it's a loss of 1. So it'll be Sailors taking over 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the Union 46-yard line.
So for Donna Matzella, you said Hope second string and bench are in now. They certainly are. We were actually just discussing that if you were joining us, if you were able to hear that. And we had a good comment about the halftime show that I ran on there to showcasing all of Mona Shores and what they are great with. So glad you guys like that. We're trying a few new things and spicing it up a little bit, trying to keep it where it needs to be for you guys out there in Sailor Nation.
I think a key word here, we're trying to diversify our product here.
We are very good, thank you. This is exactly why we
little
have you wordsmithing this. Nice job.
A little diversification on your part and to enhance the
Our
quality
product.
of Sailor Nation sports.
That's correct, yep.
44 is carrying the ball right now. Nim Ninjan.
Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for watching Sailor Nation Sports. 49-0, your Sailors are up. We got 6:54 running clock in the fourth quarter.
Oh,
49-0 against the Red Hawks here.
Our third string quarterback is in. Look who's in at quarterback.
Let's see.
Logan
Is that
Heckema.
Heckema?
Do you know why he's in at quarterback?
No
He
kidding.
was starting quarterback at Reese Puffer as a sophomore. He knows the offense.
Well, there
Look
we go.
at
There's
that.
your answer. He just pitched it. He's
Is
gone.
that Farnham? Farnham around that right side.
Wow.
Farnham down 10.
Nobody
5.
touched him.
Farnham goes 60, 53 yards from
Well,
the
I'll tell you
pitch
what.
from Heckma. So our question, Brandon Barr, the eyes in the sky. Okay,
You know, can we recruit him? I mean, we need to
Yeah.
have a on.
I mean, it's not like he's doing anything to help the dad out here looking at binoculars. He might as well help us out here, for God's sake. Is there a flag on the play? No, there's a flag on it. Where's the
I
flag,
didn't
though?
even see
Oh, I
it.
bet they picked it up. Oh, no, you're kidding me. Oh, stop. Put the
What was the-
flag
what was the flag?
away.
What was the flag? I didn't even see it. What was the penalty?
Well, the ball was at the 50. The ball was at the 47. So it was a hold. It was a hold up there a little bit. So Heckman in at quarterback, the big fella. Andre Burke's carrying the ball. Andre's going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry. So Brandon Bard was telling me Heckman's in a quarterback because we were just talking about third string quarterback.
we were.
And I forgot Heckma was starting quarterback at Reese Puffer, and so he knows a little bit. Look at the big guy.
So 49-0, your Sailors are up fourth quarter. A lot of you people are asking 5 minutes exactly with the running clock. So join us till the end here.
Heckma checking in at about 6'3", 280-some
Now,
pounds at quarterback.
That's like a Byron Leftwich
That's
type
Byron
quarterback right
Leftwich
there.
at its best. Heckma going to go back to throw the ball. Heckma,
Oh.
it's dropped by number 13 there for the Sailors.
I think he tried to
Briggs.
tried to turn before he had the ball.
Yes. Briggs thinking, man, I got this thing. I'm going to turn to the outside like I'm taught, head down that sideline, and I'm in for 6. But he's got to catch the ball.
Got to catch it first.
So important, isn't it, in this game?
Yep.
Yep, it is.
We got another tree stander watching us. Jackal Anglois, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
Glad
not
we were able-
only do you not have to be at home with us, you can be anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
In the world. You
with
could
a
be up
signal.
on a tree.
With a signal.
With a signal. You're right.
That's right.
Exactly. You could be in the Eiffel Tower going up an elevator with a signal. And
Anybody
we'd be
out
with-
there right now in the Eiffel Tower?
Anybody going to pick up about 10 yards on the carry, 21.
Andre Burks. carried that.
Andre 32, Andre Burke's in at fullback still. Boy, didn't see, saw Andre get a lot of carries in that first quarter, but kind of died after that because, well, offense didn't score many touchdowns after that. It was special teams.
Right.
You
yeah.
know, so.
Would special teams had 3? 2? 3?
Well, 2 for sure, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good. Let's talk next week.
Yes. Next week.
What are we doing next week,
Homecoming.
and where are we doing this?
Jennison. I know that we will be live streaming in some sort.
Okay, that's good
at
news.
a minimum.
Okay.
Audio, but we'll see where things go with the video side of stuff.
But it's going to be homecoming.
It is homecoming. We got 2 in a row at home. The first
I'm
one
going
is
to check
Jennison.
the weather for everybody, too.
Jennison at home, and then followed by the big one, Muskegon.
Next Friday it's
Hand
going to be
off something.
61 degrees, and they say right now it's rain, but I'll talk to the Greek gods. I'll see if I can swing the boys there to.
Always great when you do that.
Yeah, I'm always there for you, buddy. The guys and I are pretty tight.
I appreciate that.
Well, you're welcome. You've earned it.
I like it when you pull your weight around.
Well, I can
throw your weight around and get things happening.
It's not like I'm throwing a lot of weight around, but connections. My street cred up there with the
who you know.
boys, it's good.
It's who you know.
Yeah, well, that's right, and Zeus and I tight. Zeus.
2 minutes and 34 seconds and counting left in this fourth quarter.
Second down 4 for the Sailors, and I would think here at this point too, probably just count down the clock a little bit. Union taking their time, motion going from right to left. It's a toss, it's a fake toss and a boot. Number 1 going to carry the ball, going to keep that shutout intact. Is tackled by a host of Sailors, led by number 32, Andre Burks. It's the money down. 3rd and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3rd down and 5. Ball's marked into 41. We're 154 counting down. Sailors going to be undefeated in OK Black Conference. Big game next week. If anybody was there last year to see it, the slugfest that we saw down in Jenison, it was literally he who had the ball last was going to win the game.
Yep.
And it went into overtime. And we went into overtime last year down there.
We definitely have to play a good, clean, solid game next week. That's for sure.
Yep. As we prep for the 20th ranked team in the country, the Muskegon Big Reds, ranked number 20 in the country. There's going to be a scoop and score. Who is that? That's going to be our boy right there.
17. Dylan Dieselberg.
Dylan did the scoop and the score, and the Sailors are erupting on that far side. The scoop and score goes 58 yards for the scoop and score. The Sailors have scored on defense. Another defensive touchdown.
Offensive, defensive, special teams, all making it happen.
Got everybody. That's probably going to do it for the game. We're down to under 40 seconds remaining in this OK Black Conference game. We are home next week. The man, the myth, the legend. Again, it's just a simple man with a mic.
The man with a microphone and a dream.
A microphone and a dream. Kevin Cotis, thank you, the visionary up in the sky. Hey, Kevin was able to record our JV game. It's going to be up there. I'll find out exactly that's when. And Kevin, thank you, my friend. We will see you at church on Sunday. Sailors going to take a knee, and that's going to do it. From a historic Houseman Field, your score, Mona Shores 55, the Redhawks 0. We will be back home, the friendly confines of Sailor Stadium, my friend.
Yep, home sweet home. Nothing
There
like
is no better place than home sweet home. It's going to be homecoming. We hope we see all of you. Number 1 goal is come out and watch. If you can't come out and be in the stands, you'll be able to hear it. But we want you in the stand. We want you to come to Sailor Stadium and see the product on the field. Coach Kozak and his staff have assembled a great team that you want to come out and see.
Yes.
And there's nothing more, more rewarding for a group of athletes is to see, as we said, we like to see butts in seats.
Absolutely.
And we want to see you come out and support the Mona Shores football program in and at Hackley Stadium, first and foremost.
No, we're at home, not Hackley Stadium.
I'm sorry, I said Hackley because we're going to be the JVs are going to be there at Sailor Stadium. We want everybody to come out. It's going to be homecoming. It's going to be a special time for everybody at Sailor Stadium. So, please try to make it. We're going to talk to the Greek gods, see if we can get that weather to cooperate with us. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Good ball game. Sailors undefeated in OK Black Conference. Comments?
Nope. Get out.
Let's get out here and have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next Friday from Sailor Stadium. It's all going to be homecoming with the Sailors play to the Jenison Wildcats.
Sailor Nation Sports Network fans, now's your opportunity to become a sponsor. If you would like to get your name listed as an alumni or as a business and support this great thing we have going, please contact us on the Sailor Nation Sports Network group page. We'd be happy to list you and your business, or just you as an alumni, in support of these great opportunities for our young athletes. Don't forget that your sponsorship will also be rebroadcast anytime one of our programs goes on the Muskegon Channel 96 Government Access Channel. That's where it will be seen in its entirety every time we show you in our Sailor Nation Sports broadcast. Contact us today to get that sponsorship going. This is Sailor Nation Sports Network. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. This is Sailor Nation Sports Network. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.